Okay. 하나, 둘, 셋. 여러분, 안녕하세요. Bienvenidos a este podcast So, primero que nada, de nuevo vamos a cambiar el idioma, lo vamos a cambiar a inglés, pero para recordarles que le den like, suscríbanse, comenten, si quieren que traigamos a alguien en especial, que quieren saber su historia. Y pues nada, ya saben, cada miércoles se va a estar subiendo un video nuevo. Vamos a tratar de hacer otros idiomas, entonces, pues sí. Pero ya sin más preámbulos, let's change our language to English. I hope it's gonna have the subtitles over here. So now, presenting here a new guest, very special. He's from the USA. So, here he is. Did I say it correctly? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's right, Sila. You can find me everywhere at Define Sila. I'm a musician living here in Korea, so I'm really excited to talk to you guys today. Nice to meet you.
I'm very nervous every time I speak in English because I get like, do I say it in Korean, in English, in Spanish? So
yeah, like the multilingual.
Yeah, multilingual, right? Yeah. And then I don't even know in my own language. So it's like. So over here, we like to know who was Sila before coming to Korea.
Oh, before coming to
Korea.
What do you mean? Like, what did I used to do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like your nuclear family, where you were born, you have sisters and brothers.
Ah, like my backstory.
Yeah, your backstory,
okay. Yeah. Well, actually, I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, but I only lived there for like 4 years. So I've been in Florida basically my whole life. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say I'm from Florida. Like from a young age, I really loved music and singing. Mm-hmm. Even when I was a baby, I was like always singing, and I always wanted to be on TV and be in movies. So I think from a young age, I always was really interested in like creative things. And yeah, in the beginning, my family, they're actually from the Caribbean.
Oh,
so
okay.
They immigrated to the U.S., and so there's a little bit of like cultural differences. Mm-hmm. They wanted me to maybe pursue something else.
Like the very normal type of thing.
Yeah.
Like being a doctor,
yeah, be
a lawyer.
Doctor, a lawyer, something like that. So I guess it wasn't easy growing up, but I think I stuck to what I really loved. So in my bedroom, I would, do photo shoots or, I would do whatever I could to do creative things. This is what I wanted to do. So yeah, after moving to Korea, I finally was able to pursue it kind of like professionally. So I'm really grateful to have the opportunity. Yeah.
Wow. I'm like, wow. Like in elementary or kindergarten, you were like this kind of little girl that did all the theater,
and I was always trying to like start some kind of like club or something, like Save the Earth. I don't know, I always wanted to like do something to make a difference, even when I was in elementary school, and everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm
like looking at you like, okay.
So like, sign up. Everyone's like, sign up for what? So yeah, I've always been like that.
and are you siblings? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a younger sister. Yeah, I'm the oldest. Yeah, just the two of us. Yeah.
So how is that? Like, does your sister is like do normal stuff? Like no, or she's also not an artist?
No, actually, she went to nursing school, so.
Oh wow.
She's like
totally the opposite.
Yeah, really opposite. Yeah.
Wow. And do you take classes like dance classes or acting something?
Yeah, actually, I had to beg my parents, like, please, I want to take acting classes. And, after a while, they let me take some acting classes and some modeling classes. And I did take some piano and, like, guitar class when I was really young. And actually, again, I begged, and I wanted to go to performing arts high school because there was one in my neighborhood. And so I was so lucky they let me go to Blake High School of the Arts.
Okay.
And now it's becoming more well-known because I don't know if you know Doechii. Maybe? No? Okay. Well, Doechii, she's a rapper. She's a rapper, and she just won a Grammy.
Oh, wait. Yes, that's true.
Do you remember?
I think I know.
The alligator bites, Denial is a River. Yeah, she just won a Grammy and we graduated from the same school. So now everyone's kind of like knowing more about our school. But yeah, like shout out Blake High, class of 2016. Yeah, so I feel really grateful because honestly that was one of the best experiences of my life, getting to, go to a school where everybody was creative and there were different majors like dance, theater, art, so it was nice to be surrounded in that kind of environment. So it's
wow.
I remember it fondly.
Wow. It's like, for me, like, I've seen these movies. I don't know, like, which movie? Step Up.
Oh, yeah.
I always watched that movie and I was like, I wanted to go there. But in Mexico, art thing is really difficult to do.
Yeah.
Like, and how was your family, like, when you're saying, like, oh, art school?
Yeah.
What did they tell you? Like, were the typical parents like, we don't have the money, you just need to do another thing, or they were very supportive, or they were concerned?
Well, it was very lucky that school was actually like, it wasn't a private school, so you actually didn't have to pay to go there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was really lucky. I honestly don't know how I convinced them to let me go, but they did.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know. I'm so thankful. I mean, I know a lot of schools like that. Maybe like you have to pay, or it's not easy to find.
NYU, I think.
Oh yeah, especially college. Yeah. So I'm really happy that I got the chance
support,
to go.
because I've known a lot of people that they're like, no, my parents didn't allow me, or we didn't have art is expensive too. Like going to classes, going to dance, acting, whatever, painting too.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Everything is money. Everything is money. And So, but that's so nice. And when did the Asian culture or a specific culture of Asia came into your life?
Oh, that's a good question, actually, because it was at that school in high school. My friend introduced me to like a K-pop song. I know. And then, because it was really, actually, I grew up and, Gangnam Style got really popular. And also like 2NE1, that like, 내가 제일 잘 나가, that song. But I didn't really know like about Korea. I just liked the song, but I didn't know anything that it's Korean,
You just danced.
Yeah, I was just dancing. I'm like, I don't know what it is. But yeah, my friend showed me and my mind was like, who are these like pretty people dancing and singing, like looking so amazing? And then I just kind of like deep dived into the culture from there. And then kind of the more I got to know about it, the more interested I was. I really loved the language and stuff. So it was kind of like I went down the rabbit hole from there. Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
Me guess. I like when people guess.
I just like, you say Gangnam and I'm like, wait, Gangnam was in like 2000s?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So maybe you're like 29, 28?
Not yet. I'm 27. I just turned 27 last month.
Oh, okay. I was not that bad.
But don't make me older.
Just 1 year.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's how it became. So in the art school, it came.
Yeah, my friend introduced me, and that's how. Like before, I was interested in like anime and cosplay, that kind of thing. I used to do that in high school. But yeah, my friend introduced me to Korean culture, and then I was like, wait, I think I like this even more. And then I kind of like went
down.
Yeah. Yeah. So
do you do cosplay too? Wow.
Not anymore. Like I really want to do it again because I actually really love it, and I love playing video games, so I really want to cosplay some game characters. But I haven't gotten a chance to do it, but it's definitely on my list to do it again because I love dressing up and that kind of stuff. So.
I always I have a friend in Mexico that do all the cosplay too, and do like all the swearing and like that's the word, swearing.
What is it?
Wait.
Oh, sewing. Oh, okay.
My English is
that's okay.
Lacking, but yeah, he does all of it. I'm like, wow. Like, it's very difficult to do. It's
hard work.
It's not that easy. And I also went to my first convention in my hometown for the first time. Like, I have never seen it. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, so wow.
Yeah, it's so cool to see everyone dressed up, and then a lot of people will build like the weapons from the like animes and stuff, and or like the mecha,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. Some people are really really
And
talented.
have you gone to like the SuperCon that it's in
Korea?
in Korea or in the States?
No, I only went to a convention in my hometown. I haven't gotten to go to one in Korea, but I want to. I know they have one, so
Yeah, I mean, we're very close to Japan, so
yeah.
I also want to go because I cannot do it. I don't know.
You can buy them, honestly. You can buy them online.
Really?
Yeah. AliExpress has them. Yeah. It's my favorite place to shop.
Sponsoring AliExpress, please. Just mention it and yeah. I really want to because again, it's really interesting. Like I have seen one time I went like without knowing that it was a SuperCon in San Diego, and I got in and I was like,
where am I?
where am I? What's going on here? Like, what is this about? And I was like kind of just walking. I went by myself, so I was just walking and I was like, well. What is this? Like totally a new world for me. I have never seen it, never in my life. But I was like, there were so many people dressed like Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
like
I love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and I was like there was a guy like with the Legolas thing, and I was like, what is this called? How do you call this? And then like I searched it later, and they were like, oh, this is a SuperCon for this comics, blah blah anime, and I was like, wow. Yeah. This is awesome, like really awesome. That's why I saw your hair and I was like,
Actually, AliExpress again. Shout out! I got it from like
AliExpress.
Yeah, but have you been to Japan actually?
Just to Nagoya, but
okay.
Very culture. But I want to go like to an anime,
like a convention.
Yeah.
That would imagine going to an anime convention in Japan. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand anything, but just kudasai and arigato gozaimasu. And that's the only thing that I know. Like, when I went, I was like, they were talking to me in Japanese, and I was like, "Nee."
Wait, that's wrong language.
No, I'm not here. Yeah. How do you say no? No.
Oh, no. Oh, I forgot. I studied Japanese a little bit, but I forgot everything.
But I know it's not the same as Korean. And
yeah, it's not. Oh.
I just know yeah is kind of like a yes. And yeah.
Something
like that. So you're interested in that. Then when do you decided to come here? Like, why? Like,
People always ask me, why did I come to Korea? I think, honestly, I was just drawn to it, like I mentioned. And in college, I wanted to visit to make sure, because sometimes you imagine someplace and it's different in real life, So, yeah. So I visited and I really loved it. And that's when I kind of decided, like, yeah, I want to move here. But I will say it's definitely different visiting and living here. It's very, very different. So, yeah, I definitely got a more like romanticized version when I visited versus actually living here. So it's been very different. But, I am really happy that I moved here.
Yeah.
Because recently I went to visit my hometown. Like I think I told you, I went there for the holidays. And it was actually my first time since leaving. So it's been 4 years. I finally went back. Yeah.
You've been here 4 years and you didn't went to...
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the ticket is so expensive and it's so far away.
This is true.
And I also came during COVID. So it was like the first 2 years you couldn't even travel if you wanted to. So
you came in COVID?
Yeah.
So did you do the 15 days?
Yeah, the quarantine. Yeah, I came into Korea and then I was just trapped in my room for 2 weeks. That was fun. I was looking out the window.
That was fun. I'm like,
No. I was looking out the window and I'm like, wow, imagine being outside. It was so sad. Yeah.
And when you tell your parents that you were coming, and in COVID times, like, what did they tell you?
Honestly, I think everyone, like even my friends too, I think they were kind of like, "Are you sure?" You know?
Really?
Yeah, because also during that time, I heard that some people, couldn't even get their visa or something because of it. So it was like the odds are even harder.
Yeah.
So I think people were not sure like if it's even really possible. And I was like, I'm gonna make it possible.
I'm gonna do it.
Whatever it takes. So I got here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I'm really lucky too because, especially during that time, I think it was harder to find a job, things like that. So I'm really thankful.
And also, like, I think South Korea wasn't that popular. Well, it was like starting.
Yeah.
Because also when I left Mexico, like, I didn't knew many people that like K-pop or something. I even didn't know that it was a genre.
Yeah.
Because in my stories, like I was a big fan of Big Bang and IU, Boa, like the old ones.
Yeah.
But I never knew it was called K-pop.
Yeah.
And then I met BTS. So that's why I wanted to come. But when I went back to Mexico for the first time after 3 years, I was like, wow.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere now. But when I left, there was, at least I didn't know about it. But many of my friends were like, it's always been here. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's weird. Sorry. It's just, I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
So your mom, what did she tell you? Like, I'm like, really?
I remember that too because back then, like before I left, it wasn't cool to like K-pop. So people would be like, why are you listening to that? You can't even understand them, like all of that. I would try to show my family and they'd be like, oh, what is this? Nobody was feeling it. Now everybody,
Yeah.
kind of accepted it because it got really popular. But back then it wasn't cool. So it was like,
And now if you listen to it, you're cool.
Yeah.
You see? It's like suddenly it became like totally the opposite. Because if you like, I don't know in the States, but at least in Mexico, if you like this kind of things, Asian things like anime, manga, whatever, it's like,
Be like, oh, you're a nerd or
you're
something.
nerd, you're otaku. In Mexico, you call it otakus.
Oh, really?
Or geeks.
Yeah.
So they were like, no. So it's really weird that also, in the States, that happened too.
Yeah, it like exploded, especially because of BTS. I think BTS kind of normalized it because they got really, really big, and then everyone was like, wait. So
Everyone wants to come now.
Yeah.
So what was the first thing that shocked you when you came here? First as a tourist, and then as living here.
Ooh. I'm trying to, because, when I was a tourist, that was, I'm getting old. That was almost 10 years. That was almost 10 years ago, maybe like 9 or 8 years ago when I first came as a tourist.
Okay.
So I have to think, what can I remember? I think, I remembered something. Okay. So,
She's here
I'm like,
ready.
So in my hometown, there wasn't many like creative things, actually.
Okay.
That's why I felt lucky I got to go to like an art school because it wasn't also very common. But in Korea, when I first came, the thing that I was so like surprised and excited about was I went to Hongdae and I saw the people like busking in the street, and it was the first time I ever saw anything like that. And I was like, wow, look, like people are like singing and dancing and like you're just walking around, and it was amazing. I think that's what made me fall in love, honestly.
Wow.
So, and seeing all the stores, everything was so like colorful and bright.
I was thinking about the same time.
Yeah, because in Florida, everything's just kind of like a dull green and gray. Like, there's not much going on.
Wow.
But yeah, I really liked the atmosphere, and it was like, kind of like seeing something I never could have imagined before. I think that's really what caught my attention.
Wow. What part of Florida? You're more in the north or in the south?
Tampa. It's near the south.
South.
Yeah. It's not completely south. It's kind of like in the middle.
In the middle, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, in Florida, you have a lot of Latinos, too. So,
Yeah.
I'm like, there's flavor. There has to be flavor there. I'm like...
The food. There's a lot of good food. Yeah. And, yeah, there's a lot of, like, Latin people. So, like, you would hear Spanish a lot also in Florida, too. I think it's the second... It's, like, English and Spanish are the most,
the most
like, spoken languages there. So...
In there.
Yeah. I wish I had learned Spanish. I should have. I should have studied. Because in high school, I took a class. But, you know, back then, you're, like, not, you know, you're a kid.
It's not going to work. For what?
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. But now I really wish I had paid attention. And, you know, I could have had another language. So.
Do you know Korean?
I do. I'm not fluent, but I'm working on it. Working on work in progress. Yeah.
Wow. How is it for you? Is it difficult? Is it hard? Difficult, hard.
Difficult.
Is it easy?
It is definitely really hard. I think it's harder than I thought it would be because in my head I thought, because I studied before I moved here, so I thought I'm going to move here and then, you know, it's all just going to fall into place. I'm going to be fluent. No. No. None of that happened. No. Because especially when I first came here, I was teaching English. So then it was like, oh, you're not allowed to speak Korean. You have to only speak English. So I think I also got in this mindset of, if I speak Korean, I'm going to be in trouble. So then I got scared to speak Korean, you know, and then I think I slowly lost my motivation to study. So now I'm like, I'm trying to get it back. You know, I'm trying to get it back. Because I know, obviously, if you're going to stay here for a long time, I mean, you need to understand the language. But I'll be honest, I don't like studying in general, like anything. I don't have the patience. So it's really hard for me to take a book and be like.
Yeah, it's just that there's too many words. For me also, the first level.
Easy. Piece of cake. No? You don't think so? Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm like, I mean, at least for me,
okay.
I'm a teacher. I'm a bachelor in teaching, but I worked for 6 years. I didn't do a master because I was like, I want to study for a while. Because being a teacher, you have to read a lot. So I'm like, I'm going to pause it for a while. And then I was like, okay, I'm coming here. I want to learn it. Dude, damn. It's like, how did they put you the vocabulary? At least 50 or 60 vocabulary words in one day. And then the next day,
you went to school?
Yeah, I went to university.
Oh, that's different. That's different than studying by yourself for sure. No.
I went to Korean language. So every day was like 50 more words, 50 more. So I was like, wow.
No, can't do it either.
It's too much. So the first level, I struggled it a lot. Because, and it's not the same as English. Like,
it's like the grammar is backwards.
Yeah. So I'm like, so the verb goes here, but no, it has to be in the last. Like, why? And then if you translate it in Spanish, it sounds very weird. Also in English, so it's like, I'm not gonna ask anymore. What else do you get shocked?
Well, living here, I think I was shocked because, okay, again, I had like this romantic image of Korea and I thought, I mean, it's true. The culture is really different from US. And, you know, people are, how can I say, like, people will be sometimes like trying to look out for each other a little bit more, kind of. But I thought people would be a little bit more, like, friendly, I guess. And they can be sometimes. But, like, in the States, if we see strangers on the street, we'll say hi or, like, how's it going? Like, make small talk.
Yeah.
But here, everybody's just, like, on their phone. And if you make eye contact, it's, like, really awkward. And, like, you know. So I think I was surprised because I thought, you know, sometimes people will be like greeting you like 안녕하세요, like that thing, but it's not as common as I thought it would be. So I think that was also a bit of a like culture shock because I'm used to like be like, hey guys, like what's going on, you know, and to hear if I do that, they're like,
Do you know your neighbors?
No. No. I hide from them when I see them coming. I'm like... So here's the thing. I noticed when I went back home, I've changed a little bit because, like I said, when I was homesick, I was homesick. And when I got off the plane, everyone was like, oh, hey. And people were talking to me like strangers. I was like, wow, this is so nice. I miss this so much. But after a few weeks, I was like, leave me alone. Like, nobody talk to me. Like, it's too much. It's different. I guess if you're in a good mood, sometimes it's nice to talk to somebody, but sometimes you just want to be left alone. But then you walk in and people are like, hi, how's it going? How's your day? Like, I don't want to talk to anyone. So now I think I kind of appreciate more not feeling like the need to greet people or like strangers, because I'm a little bit of an introvert, so it was too much. I was like, nah.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
But you're a singer.
I know.
Okay. How?
It is like the most ironic thing, but being on stage is like the only time where I'm not afraid of like speaking and sharing. But in real life, especially around people I don't know, I'm like running to avoid people or like not to see anyone. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So when the love for singing came, when did that come?
Honestly, I've had it ever since I can remember. Like, even when I was a kid, actually, I was maybe like 5 or 6 years old, and I was singing in the church choir, and we had like a play, and it was a musical, and so I was doing that. It's always been how I express myself, I think. Like, when I was a kid, when I was upset, I would, write a song like to get my anger out or my sadness, so I think it's part of my DNA, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
How is it to write a song?
Like the steps or
the steps
process?
For you, like, is it the melody, the lyrics first? What comes to you first?
Well, I will say there has been like a really big change from when I was just doing it for fun, like as a kid, versus professional. Because back then, in my head, I just get like a melody and then I'd start singing and writing the lyrics, and it was just very like casual, very free. But as I changed to doing it as a career, I feel more pressure, to create something that sounds good or that somebody else will like. So usually it's become more of like a job, and because I do produce some of my music, so maybe I'll like produce it, and I'm like, oh my God, it needs to be like this. And then, coming to write the lyrics, also I feel a lot of pressure to like write the perfect lyrics. But before, it was more just, I'm feeling sad, so I just take out my notebook and I just write my feelings down. But now it's become a little bit more like structured. And I mean, I kind of miss being able to just,
feel it.
Yeah, just feel it and let it come out naturally, and then like, oh, it doesn't have to be something great. It can just be for myself. So I'm trying to get back into that, because I feel like that's how I can really enjoy, making music. So I want to find that again.
Wow. Yeah. That I feel it. I feel the same with that, like the feeling, but with dancing. Like,
oh really?
For me, dancing. Well, dance. Well, I dance, but I'm not a professional dancer. But also, like, when it gets to daily, like for a job, I think it will be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you need to feel it and enjoy it too.
Yeah.
So when was your first song?
My first, like, official to release?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to put it here.
Okay.
Is it in Spotify?
Yeah, actually, it depends what you mean by official. Because, there's a little story. So like I told you, when I came to Korea and I had my own house for the first time, I could, record without there being like somebody yelling in the background or something. So I actually wrote my first song about working at a hagwon. Because I was working at a hagwon, like private school, And, you know, they were paying my salary and paying for like my house.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was trapped because I couldn't do what I wanted, you know, like stuck with the contract. So I wrote a song about that and I recorded it, and it was just kind of like for fun, you know. I uploaded it to SoundCloud and I didn't expect anyone's going to listen to it or anything. And then, you know, people were listening to it. They're like, oh, I like this. I was like, wait a minute. People can listen to my song and people enjoy it. Like, it was like my
Get blown up,
yeah, my head exploded. So that's kind of how I started. But I haven't officially released that song. It's only on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But my first official release was an album, and it's called The Definition.
Okay, we're
The
gonna sit
Definition. And it was also, I think it was really special to me because it was my first time like making an album, and I did it by myself, and I, you know, took all of the concept photos by myself, and just really all of it was just, you know, my expression.
Yeah.
And I was kind of trying to find myself as an artist and as a person. So that's why I called it The Definition, because it was like, what's the definition? Who am I? And that's kind of when I came up with my tagline, like define Sila, because I kind of realized I can't really define who I am in the sense of like a certain style or a certain genre, because there's so many things I love, and some of my songs are, you know, like hip hop, and then some of them are pop, and some of them are electronic, and there's like, you know,
a very mix.
Yeah, a mix of everything. So I'm like, well, I guess I can't define me, and that's okay. So I just kind of embraced it. Yeah.
Who's your big inspiration?
Ooh.
As a Korean and also American.
Okay, that's a good question. I actually have a lot of artists that really inspired me, and they're really important to me because, kind of like I said, when I was growing up, not only did I write songs to get through my hard times, but I also listened to many artists who made me feel less alone because of their music and their lyrics. So when it comes to Korean artists, there's actually two I really love. The first one is Yeji. I don't know if you know. She is Korean American, actually. Yeah, and she's like a DJ and a producer as well. And I really love her style. Yeah. Yeah. And then there's another artist called Park Kitchen. And she's also, I think she's also a producer too. They both make kind of like electronic kind of pop music.
Oh, okay.
And I really love that style of music. I really want to create like it. And also just their style I really love too.
Maybe a featuring.
Yeah, feature.
Yeah.
Oh, because, no, not yet.
I'm like,
soon,
wait, what?
Hopefully, no. But I recently found out, after I wrote a song, it's called I Don't Know Nothing in English, but the Korean is like 아무것도 몰라, which means it means the same thing. I don't know anything. So I wrote that song last year, and it was just kind of a rare time where I just made a song just for fun. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know where I'm going. This is the song, you know?
I'm going to hear that.
Yeah,
that's my song right now.
Yeah. So then I think like the beginning of this year or maybe late last year, I was listening to that artist, Park Hye-jin, and I found that she has a song that has that same phrase in it. And I was like, can you imagine if we did some kind of like mashup? Because I think our lyrics could go together because it's like the same kind of topic. And I was like, Park Hye-jin!
I'm like,
call
her, please.
So yeah, that was really cool to see. Like, I didn't even know she had the song, and I found it. I'm like, it's made to be. Like, it's meant to be, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. And then Western artist. Ooh, okay. There's a lot, so I'm like trying to think of like my top. First, I know they're really mainstream, so sometimes, like, you know, you feel shy saying, like, oh, this mainstream artist, but I'm proud of it. Billie Eilish is, like, really, really big inspiration to me because like I said, a lot of her albums got me through like a really hard time, and I love her. I love her style.
Her lyrics are like,
it hits
it
deep.
hits you here.
Hits hard and soft.
Yeah.
Shout out to the album. I really loved that as well. But yeah, she's definitely a big also like style inspiration. I really love the way that she expresses herself through fashion as well as music. Yeah. And then Rico Nasty, I don't know if you know. I don't like if you know her, but she's actually Afro-Latina, and she's a rapper, but she also does kind of like some more like hyper pop and like alternative pop.
Wow.
So I really like to see that representation, because sometimes like there's not a lot of people doing like more like out of the box things. So I really look at her as like, oh, the representation, like I can be like that too, kind of thing. So yeah, I could go on about so many artists that inspire me, but
those one are your top.
There is one more. Okay, I can't leave her out. So there's another artist called Seoul, and she is actually, I think, from Singapore, I think. Oh. And their whole art form is just, you'll see here.
Because I don't know.
Their art form is just, to me, it's like more than music. It's like visually as well. Like the way that they express themselves, it's just...
Is it a band or just one girl?
Oh, just one person. Yeah, but yeah, I hope, someday that I can also show that part of myself, because right now, like I said, I'm kind of doing everything independently, so it's not easy to like really show how I want, to.
Yes.
So someday.
Fighting. You can do it. Yeah, you will do it. Don't worry. You will do it. Wow. I mean, I just know Billie Eilish.
Yeah, that's okay. A lot of people don't know them. It's okay.
The other ones, I was like, I'm learning something today, something new. Because
that's okay. I really love being able to like share like new artists with people, because I'm like, you should listen, explore something new.
More,
yeah.
So what do you think is your type, your genre, like?
Ooh. Okay, so if I had to pick, I would say maybe like, it's hard to pick. Maybe
she's like, if I had to,
maybe alternative pop, because I do have those elements of like different genres and like different things that aren't traditional, but then I think there's still like a pop element. So I would say that if I had to choose one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And from your last album, what is your favorite song?
Ooh. Okay, there's a song. It's called Everything Goes, and it's my favorite song because I really like the theme of it. Kind of, when I heard the instrumental, I was writing lyrics that kind of just felt the situation I was in.
Okay.
And the theme is kind of like, oh, life kind of feels like a video game, because no matter what I do, I'm always like making a mistake or like doing the same thing over and over again, and I feel like I'm running out of lives, like,
running out of lives.
So once
I feel
So once I got that idea in my head, I put in some like video game sounds into it. So I really like that because, like I said, I really love video games. So
I think I really do.
Yeah. So then that song also has some Korean lyrics. So
so you sing Korean
sometimes, not all the time. When I'm fluent, maybe I'll. But it's my goal.
Wow.
But it is really hard to write lyrics in another language.
Yeah.
So when I do put Korean, it's usually just one verse or just, a few sentences. Mm-hmm. But I do really like to do that because I do want to be bilingual, and so that song, I like it because I feel like I don't know, the vibe really suits me, I guess. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Have you any presentations here? Like, where?
Oh, you mean like concerts or? Yeah, actually, I started out kind of like doing shows in Hongdae and Yeah, mostly Hongdae.
Busking?
Like, not busking, but like
I'm like, wow.
No. Like
Because suddenly I see
performing.
all the people, and I don't know. I want to do the busking for dancing, but I'm too.
You should try it.
I'm too shy.
I know it's not easy though. I will say it's not easy because I have tried it and it was not easy. Like, but I mean,
The camera is there. You're like, ugh.
but if you do it just for fun, or even if you can like get some friends to do it with you, it will take the pressure off a little bit. But yeah, I started out just like singing in the bar, you know, that kind of thing. And then as I kind of got more experience, now I will like perform for some events or do a concert, which is actually my favorite thing in the world, is to perform in front of people and to sing and to share. Also, I like to share the story behind the song and kind of like I said, it's the one time where I feel not afraid to speak my mind. So I like to kind of share my story and kind of like also motivate people too. So, yeah.
When was the last concert you did?
Well, when I went back to my hometown, I got to perform, and it was actually my first time like doing it in my hometown, because I've been doing it in Korea, and it felt kind of like.
Where you did it, in a bar?
No, it was a cafe. It was like, it was like a kind of like a lounge cafe type of thing, and I felt my life kind of full circle, because you know I left, you know, and I made these songs in Korea, and then I came back to my hometown and I got to sing the songs. You know, like it was honestly, I want to say it was the best moment of my life so far, because that person I was before I came to Korea, I never would have thought. Like, me singing on stage, in front of people, my songs, I wouldn't have believed it. I would not.
Wow.
So I think my inner child was like,
Like, we did it.
Yeah, we're like, we did it. We did what we always wanted to do. So it was amazing.
Did your parents saw you?
No, I wish. It was at night, so, you know, they were kind of like ready to go to bed. So, yeah, it was
recorded.
It was actually really late at night, because there were some other people who performed too. So once I got on, it was maybe like 10:30 or 11. So, you know, they were asleep.
And your sister?
Yeah, no, I think she was busy too. But, you know, it's okay. Next time, they'll be on next time.
That's good. Yeah. There will be many next times.
Yeah.
Maybe a tour.
Yeah, that's my dream. That
would be, wow.
If I, like, how can I say? If I could choose, like, if I could only pick, like, one thing to do, it would be touring. Yeah, that's what I want more than anything, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I'm like,
Yeah.
And about food, how do you like the food here? I was like, okay.
You know, it's really interesting, because when I was in Florida and when I was getting introduced to Korean culture, I was always, you know, searching, where's the Korean market? Where's the Korean restaurant? Like, you know, like going, and the food was really great. And here's the thing, when I went back, ironically, I ended up going to a Korean sauna when I went back to my hometown, and
she has it here, and she goes.
Yeah, and I was talking to somebody there who was working there, who is Korean as well, and we kind of agreed that for whatever reason, sometimes, especially in Seoul, it seems like the Korean food is not as good. Like the Korean food in Florida is like better than here, and I know that doesn't make sense, but somehow I think it's true. No offense, but
she's not looking at the camera. No offense.
But he did say that maybe it has to do with Seoul. So maybe other parts of Korea, like maybe the food is like maybe like a more traditional, or, you know, something. But because Seoul is like very like busy, like, you know, I don't know. I do like Korean food. Don't get me wrong. I do like it, but it's not my favorite, I would say. Okay. Like I definitely missed. Because I mentioned, that kind of stuff. But also I grew up with, you know, the Caribbean and like Latin influence. Oh, yeah,
that's true.
So I really missed eating that kind of food. So when I went back home, I was like, cassava, like plantains, like I was rice and beans.
Rice and beans.
I was so happy for some good rice and beans because you can't really find that stuff here. So
Yeah, no, I mean, you find it on the pungo pang, on the little fish bread, the little fish
Which
breads,
one?
the beans. But the beans here, they...
that's not real beans. I mean, it is, but
And what about boys?
oh
The
Lord,
ear.
we're gonna get into it. Ooh, okay. I will preface. I'm starting to forget English too. I'm single. Just to put that out there, I'm very, very single. I have not dated anyone in like a year. Going on 2 years. We're moving into 2 years.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's Day! Wait, today is actually Valentine's Day. Can't relate to that. I actually forgot it was Valentine's Day. And then I have like an app on my phone it's like an astrology. So it's like, today is Valentine's Day. Today you should, like express your love. I'm like, to who? Because
To me!
to myself.
Yourself.
I can buy myself flowers. Yeah, period. So yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't had the best dating experiences, as you could probably guess from the way I'm acting. Yeah, I mean,
Okay, that silence is like,
oh, I did have experience dating in the States and in Korea, and I will say, I mean, there are some differences for sure. I think not everyone, but like some Korean men are like very traditional,
yeah.
and they're like trying to tell you what to do, and I'm like, wait a minute, who are you?
Wait, really?
Yeah, like, especially, unfortunately, I had an experience dating konde. I don't know if you know what that is.
My face. Huh?
But it's like a really traditional guy who's kind of acting like ajashi, to be honest, like a older, like a really, like a grandpa kind of vibe. So yeah, he's like, very close-minded, and he was like trying to tell me what to do. And so it obviously didn't work out because I was like,
Wow.
then I noticed in the beginning, from my experience, I don't know about
Again,
other
for her
people.
experience, yeah.
I noticed in the beginning, guys are like really, really nice. They're like, oh my God, here's some flowers, here's a gift. Like taking care of you really nice. And then after dating for a while, they're like, do it yourself. Like, I don't want to buy things for you. Like a lot of the guys.
A lot of gaslighting.
Yeah, gaslighting.
Or grooming.
And then also, they would like complain. Like if we go on a date, they're like, oh, I always pay for the food. Why can't you pay for the food? I'm like, I don't mind, but to have that attitude is kind of like, do you like me or not? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, one thing is like, it comes from you. Like, you know what? This time it's on me. But it comes from you. You don't have to tell me. Like,
Yeah.
I also don't like that.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of,
it's like,
I think it's really rude and like really stingy is like, okay, sir. Anyway.
it's not like the K-dramas, girl.
Not like the K-dramas. Never believe the K-dramas. It's all a lie.
Yeah. Do you, before coming here, have you, like, you watch K-dramas or until you came here?
Yeah, it's like actually really funny. Like I mentioned, like back home, I watch all the K-dramas, every K-pop video. But ever since coming here, it's not as often. Like very rare do I watch K-drama. I do like it. It's
Yeah,
just,
me too.
Like I'm living it minus the good parts, so I don't need to watch.
This is the real K.
Yeah, real K life.
K life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the word. Yeah, K life.
Yeah. But yeah, I do agree, in the K-drama, there's like Prince Charming. And maybe they do exist, but where are they? I don't know. I'm waiting for one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not dating, because I'm waiting. I'm tired. I'm getting old. I don't have time for all of this, so... Prince Charming, I know you're out there. Find me. She's gonna put my tag and stuff.
Everything.
Hit me up because I can't.
Wow. I mean, when I was living in the States, like I also have like I wanted my romantic comedy too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But
that's my favorite type of movie, the romantic comedy.
Yeah, I always look like a clown. Later. So I haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
So
You know what I was gonna say? I feel like my life is the romantic comedy, but only in like the first half. You know, when the girl's kind of clumsy and she's late for work and she falls down and you know, that kind of thing. That's how my life is, but there is no guy like picking up my books
helping you,
and with the umbrella. There's none of that. So where are you?
I'm like, stop it. Don't hit me anymore.
I'm sorry. It's Valentine's Day. It's hitting me like, you know, Valentine's Day is a much bigger holiday back home than here.
Oh, yeah.
So when I went back home, they already had all of the stores with teddy bears, candy, like whole aisles with like the teddy bear. I've never gotten like a real Valentine's, you know, like a big bear, flowers, chocolates. Like nobody's ever done that for me. So I'm like, I was looking at it kind of jealous, like, when is it my moment?
I'm remembering, like, did I have? If I don't remembering, I'm like, maybe I haven't had anything too. Like, no. Yeah, also me, like, the flowers. No, wait. No. I'm like, no.
You know, it's so sad. Like, when I had a boyfriend in the past, I had to actually tell him, like, why don't you ever get me flowers? And then he got it, but it's like, he only did it because I said that, not because he wanted to, so.
Yeah. Times two. Me here too. Like, I think the last time that I have a birthday with a boyfriend, like, maybe 1 week before, I tell him, like, oh, I would like to have some flowers for my birthday. Directly, not indirectly, because I was like, like, I need to shout it.
That's crazy.
I mean, at the same time, you need to. I just heard it in a podcast from some girls group that they were saying, like, these days, in a mature way, you have to say what you want. What do you want? But sometimes it's like, dude, I say it directly, and they're still too stupid.
No, I just think, I mean, I feel like if you really like someone, you should, you know, be like, oh, what's a nice romantic gesture? Like, it's not even that hard. It's in all the movies and stuff.
No, but
like,
you listen to your partner too.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. Yeah.
For example, you're saying, I like music. You like this artist. What can I do for you to?
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
That's true.
That's why we're talking and still.
Listen, but when you find the right one, he'll do all the right things, and you won't even have to tell him.
Yeah.
I know it's real. I know it's possible.
It's possible, yeah. At least you mentioned it one time, and you will be like, oh, how do you remember I mentioned it? That will be great.
That's when you know you found the right one.
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day, guys.
Dreaming of that day. Like.
But also here, Valentine's is, as you say, different because here I know the girl has to give something to the guy.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that. Somebody had to tell me. They're like, oh, Valentine's Day, the girl is supposed to give something to the guy. And then on White Day, which is like the Korean Valentine's Day, then the guy will like return the favor. But no.
Both of us.
Haven't experienced that yet either.
No?
No. Even when I had a boyfriend.
Here?
Yes,
Or in States?
Here. Because like I said, he was so stingy. He was like, I bought you a lot of presents for your birthday, so let's not buy each other anything for Valentine's Day. I was like, that's cute. All right. I surely won't buy you anything.
Wow. How do you call it in English? Like, Spanish is like very codo, like very that doesn't want to spend his money. How's the word? Maybe when I'm editing, I'm gonna remember it.
Put it.
But that word, that word in English. But yeah, wow.
It's not a cute look for all the guys out there. It's not cute. It's not a cute look.
No. And in the K-pop world, who is your also from the girls that you mentioned? Like, there's groups that you like, or
like K-pop groups that I like. Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember now. Wait a minute. Because, also when I first got into K-pop, it was like the older groups too, like Twice and GOT7 was the group that I first saw. And then
They came back.
Yeah, they came back recently. Da, 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 da. I don't know the words. Like a python. Yeah. I really like NCT.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I like NCT. NCT Dream is actually my favorite of the subunits.
Oh, yeah,
There's
it's
so
just
many.
that there's so many, yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Actually, I like a lot of solo artists too. Like I like Dawn. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. I have beef because people only know him because he used to be in Pentagon and then he started dating Hyuna. And then, yeah, see, everybody only knew him because of Hyuna. But then they broke up. And so now I'm like, I always liked him, but I'm like, when I mention him, people are like, who? I'm like, Hana's boyfriend. They're like, oh, like, no, he is a great artist. Stop sleeping on him. He's talented.
He really is.
Yeah. And then, I also really love Jessie.
Oh, Jessie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also like Jessie.
Yeah.
I think every industry, it's difficult, but over here, I think the industry, it's very judgy.
Yeah.
Very, like, judgy. Like, I also saw, like, Suga from
Oh,
BTS.
yeah. That's also his only
Yeah.
thing. I like Sugar too. I like August D. I love his
Yeah.
rapping. Yeah.
No, dude. He's rapping. He's my goal to understand Korean.
Oh, really?
Because the way he speaks Korean is very daegu.
Yeah.
So he's like, everything, and he talks to, like, with the mouth closed. So I'm like, I can understand more RM or the other members, but he's the really one that it's so difficult for me to understand Korean. Because I'm like, and also the rapping, I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, I know. Rapping is so good, honestly. One time, I don't remember if I did it or if it was just an idea, but when I was trying to write lyrics in Korean, usually I will write rapping lyrics in Korean. So I actually wanted to look at one of his songs because I'm like, you can like kind of study the vocabulary and be like, oh, this is how I can make it a lyric, because also sometimes with lyrics, the grammar doesn't have to be like exact the way you would speak. So I was like trying to look at his song like, I know he said something similar to what I want to say, so like how can I say it type of thing? So
Yeah, no, he's really difficult.
I honestly feel really bad for idols because it can't be easy to, they can't even have a personal life. And I don't know. It's scary, honestly, having that much pressure. And if you make a mistake, everyone's going to cancel you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Would you like to be like with a entertainment company or better by yourself?
Ooh.
She's like, yeah.
All of these questions, like, I feel like they have like both good and bad sides to it. Like right now, I've seen kind of like, how a company can help you a lot, but then they can also hurt you. So it's kind of right now, I do feel like I want a company because, like I said, I can't really do like what I want with my music by myself. So I do want a company, but I think it's important to find a good one, And in terms of the future, I actually, like I told you that I have a small business, so I actually started my own like music management company, and I want it to be like a record label in the future so that I could also sign other artists, but then also kind of like represent myself. So definitely in the future, I would like to have my own label.
Yay.
Yeah. Shout out Ethereal Records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be true.
Yeah, because I can see the good and the bad things in the industry, I really want to create a company where artists can actually be protected and have freedom to create what they want. Because a lot of companies only care about money. You're just a number to them. And if you don't make the money, they're like, okay, bye, sorry. But I really want to focus more on the art. And obviously, it's nice to make a profit, but I don't want that to be like the main focus. So that's my goal. Yeah. I want to, because I'm so passionate about music. Also, I want to discover other artists and, give them a way to share.
To share it.
So, yeah, that's what I want.
Wow. I hope. No, I'm not hoping. You will do it. You will do it. It's already manifested. It's already written.
Period.
Yeah. Okay, so before we end up the episode, we have a little activity that we call it, what would you prefer?
Oh.
Tomorrow is going to be your last day. It's a multi-universe.
Oh, okay.
It's your last day, and I'm going to give you one thing or another. You will tell me, oh, this one or this one.
I like this kind of game,
So,
actually. Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to try not to think too much.
Okay.
Again, this is your last day. Like, what would you prefer to?
Okay. So I don't have to explain why I choose?
I mean, yeah, but
a little bit?
The thing is that it's your last day. Like,
do what you want.
do what you want. Like, again, it's a game, multi-universe. So, USA, South Korea.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. I know you said not to think too much, but that's actually the biggest thing for me because after going home, I'm like, I wish I can merge the two together because there's, things I love about both.
Yeah.
To choose one? I'm sorry. I have to say, I have to say USA. Because if it's the situation where I cannot ever leave,
Okay.
I think
USA,
yeah,
okay.
USA. I'm sorry.
She said it. Okay, so Seoul or Busan?
Busan, definitely. I love the beach. Well, I'm from Florida, so, I love
Makes
the
sense.
beach. And I don't like the busy city life. I like to chill and relax.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm totally the opposite.
Really? Oh, okay.
But I also like the beach. Yeah. Okay. American food or Korean food?
American food.
Barbecue or Korean barbecue? Like a normal barbecue, yeah.
Wait, that's actually really hard because Korean barbecue is very different from American barbecue,
I'm like,
I'm gonna have to go American again. Listen, sometimes the taste of home cannot be replaced. I learned that. Yeah.
what can I say? Like, I miss tacos.
Yeah.
Not the same here. K-pop or K-dramas?
K-pop.
K-pop.
Definitely K-pop.
BTS or Stray Kids?
BTS. I never have gotten into Stray Kids that much, so
Okay,
sorry,
BTS.
sorry, Strays.
BTS or NCT?
NCT definitely. Sorry, Army.
Sorry.
NCT.
No, sorry, Army. Adele or Christina Aguilera?
Ooh. I think Adele. Adele. I relate to her a little bit more, I think. Yeah.
Adele or Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish, duh.
Who is it? Billie Eilish or Lady Gaga? Now that she's coming back.
I'm gonna get canceled for this. Listen, I know Lady Gaga is an icon, a queen, respect, but I have to pick Billie Eilish.
It's her style, guys.
It's my style.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
Even if
I
for
still
me,
love Lady Gaga.
I mean, even for me, it's like, damn. You say alternative K-pop or ballads?
Alternative K-pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can appreciate ballads, but there's not enough going on for me. It's too simple.
What is the, like, kind of electronic music or alternative K-pop? Alternative pop? Now I put it difficult. I was like, wait, general name.
I have to pick electronic because it's actually my favorite genre of music.
Okay.
So I have to pick that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I hate to like be technical, but sometimes electronic music and alternative pop are kind of that's actually what I like to do, like put them together. That's like my ideal style.
Okay.
And kind of like some of the artists I mentioned do that as well. So yeah, I like that.
What? Sorry, going out from it. But what genre is Billie Eilish like?
More alternative pop.
Alternative, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I just.
No, it's all good.
I don't know why I came in with it. I was like, weird. Okay. In weather, cold or warm, here.
Warm as in summer warm.
Summer or winter.
Here in Korea, I have to pick winter because at least I can do something. Put on a jacket, go inside, turn the heat on. But when it's summer, it's like you can't escape it no matter what you do. Especially if you go outside, you're just sweating. I have a fan, like
Eyes on me. Like,
nothing helps. So I hate sweating, so I can't do it.
In Florida, winter or summer?
Oh,
Is there winter in Florida?
technically, yes. I would pick winter again because I don't like being hot. I don't like being hot. I like 70-degree, like, California weather. Like, not too hot, not too cold. I don't like extreme temperatures.
Wait, you say Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit, yeah. I don't know Celsius, sorry.
I'm like, I'm trying to convert it.
I
But
don't know how to convert it either.
it will be here, but okay. I'll be
This is a translator,
Yeah.
like-
I'm like, I don't know which one is it. Okay.
Basically, think like the spring weather, like when it's not cold or hot, like that middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still, I'm gonna put it. I'm not good with converting.
Yeah.
American boys or Korean?
American what?
American boys or Korean guys? What was that?
How can oh my God. I can't. Okay, listen. I'm going to say American because American boys can be like from any country. You know what I mean? Like there are Korean Americans, there are like, there's like different. But
Yeah, there are two cultures mixed,
but then Koreans are like just Korean. So there's no
Diversity.
there's no diversity. So I'll have to say American.
American or Europeans?
Boys or just in general?
Boys.
Boys? Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Okay, before I came to Korea, I actually went to the UK because I was obsessed. I still shout out UK, I love British culture. I do.
Oh.
Listen, those accents. European. I was
like,
those accents take me out every day, any day.
tea. Like tea.
Yeah.
Okay. What else would we say? Singing on a stadium or in a theater?
Ooh. I would say a theater because, I've never sang in a stadium, hopefully one day. But I would say as a concert attender, I don't really like stadiums as much because they don't feel as personal. And sometimes it's hard to like really see or hear the artist unless you're really close.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I like the theater because it's more, it's more contained and I think it's easier to like,
Easier.
yeah, definitely theater. Theater kid.
Games. Let's see. Computer games or phone games?
Mobile games? Ooh.
Mobile games, yeah.
I would say computer in the past, but recently I'm addicted to a mobile game. It's called Suit You. It's a fashion game, and I'm actually addicted to it. So I have to pick mobile because I can't live without that game. Yeah.
Well, like, I don't know which one is it,
It's
but
a
okay.
big part of my life,
Really?
actually. Yeah, I spend money on it. It's really bad. Because you can, like gacha? The gacha machines were like, I don't know how to describe it. Like the ones, where you put in money and then you get a chance to try to pull something, but like it's really hard to get it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the game has that. But like you can spend money and then like, and it's not even a real thing, it's a virtual item. Yeah.
But she's obsessed.
I'm obsessed with it.
Well, I didn't know about it. What else?
Try it with caution, because you might end up spending your money on it.
On it. I get dizzy very quickly with games.
Oh yeah.
Like, I used to love Mario Kart.
Oh really?
I started to get very dizzy, like, very quickly, so I'm like,
Oh no.
And also I have the Maiden in PSP,
Oh.
and I started to get very dizzy, so I'm like,
Oh no.
this is not for me.
Oh.
This is so sad.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's it, because I don't have more.
Okay.
What are the next plans for this 2025? Where can we reach you? Your Instagram, TikTok, YouTube channel, I don't know.
Ooh.
Any events that are coming? What we're expecting from
Ooh,
you?
okay.
Like, let me get ready.
I can't say for sure, because I do have a lot of ideas and things I want to do, but I haven't decided exactly. But you will see something. There will be something. Perhaps new music, perhaps music video, perhaps, I don't know. I'm open to anything. So yeah, definitely find me. Like I said, my tag is define Sila. So all of my social accounts, it's that tag. And then if you want to find my music, it's a little harder to find my music because there's another Sila. I don't know. There's another Sila, like another artist named Sila.
Really?
So sometimes when you type it, it will show them, not me.
Oh.
So if you want to find me, you have to put, like, my name is spelled SIL-A. And then in Korean, I have Sila in Korean Hangul spelling. So if you put it together, you'll always find me. So on Spotify, YouTube, everything, you can find me.
SoundCloud too?
SoundCloud.
Okay.
Yeah. So check it out. And like I said, I make a lot of different music. So like if you like hip hop, maybe you like the hip hop song. If you like electronic, maybe you like the electronic. There's something for everyone, and I'm always like experimenting and exploring. So I'm really excited to share more of myself this year with you guys. So
Yeah, reach out to her. If you want a collaboration too.
oh
like,
yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
don't know, guys.
I'm down. I'm down
Yeah.
to travel, to do whatever. I want to see the
Will
world.
you try like Latino vibes?
Because I think we met because of Coco.
Yeah.
Actually, we're working. Oh, I don't know if it's a spoiler. I think it's okay. We're doing like a collaboration. So I'm going to feature one of his songs. So I don't think I will do it in Spanish unless he helps me. But actually, he asked me to write Korean lyrics, so maybe we'll see a Spanish song with some Korean and English lyrics coming soon. Yeah, so look forward to that. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that would be so great.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited because I also really like Spanish music too. So to see the merge of not just one but 3 languages, that would be really
nice.
interesting. So yeah, I'm
Which
excited.
Latino artists do you like, Izzy?
Actually, I don't know. Like off the top of my head, there's not like one artist I follow. It's just kind of like when I hear the music, I'm like, oh, this is good. Like I'm vibing type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you there's
Bunny?
one, oh, I've never really listened. You can recommend me some. I'm sorry, you can recommend me some, and I'll listen to it.
Not even Bad Bunny?
I know who he is, but I don't know his song. I don't. Maybe if you tell me the song name, I might know it.
Nueva York. Is it from the new album?
I don't know.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, wow. Okay, but then
Yeah.
it's really different music, very Latino.
Yeah. I like all kinds of music. honestly. So that's why I'm kind of, I feel like sometimes you feel pressured to like, oh, I need to like do only this thing. But who knows? Maybe I'll make a Latin song someday. I'm open to anything.
I mean, you're going to the song with Coco, and Coco has a very
it's like a kind of
hip-hop, reggaeton, Latin style.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Okay.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, thank you for for trusting me.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, English is going down. Thank you for trusting, for coming all the way here. It was a little far away.
It's okay. It's fun.
So, thank you again for coming. Follow her, listen to her music, guys. Again, if you want collaboration or something, DM her. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It was great.
It was fun. Well, see you guys. Bye. Wow.